Good morning, Scorpio. Welcome to your weekly read. I hope that you all are doing well. Happy Tuesday, right? I'm a day late, but those other messages came through yesterday. And the other one, the part 2, if you watch the collective reading, it's uploading. I've had some issues with uploads. It was a really weird thing. So we're going to get that up. It'll be up here hopefully today without issue. Get this video up for you all as well. So if you're returning, welcome back. If you're new, welcome. I am Nicole. Welcome to Path of Enlightenment Tarot. There we go. Sun, Moon, Rising in your Venus, Scorpio. Crosswatcher, if that's you, welcome to the channel as well. Thank you to everybody who's liked, shared, subscribed, commented, donated to the channel as well. The live feeds have been beautiful. Thank you all for your participation in those. I don't know, just good things. Birds are chirping in the background. So yeah, that's what's happening. So I'm going to try to keep this a little shorter than the norm. I'm on a little bit of a time crunch today. Once again, delays. It's cold here. Nobody wants to get up and function in the morning. So, you know, my whole schedule works around family. So, school delays. All right, let's get to it, Scorpio. I hope you all are doing well. That full moon, we're still in that energy that was yesterday, but still expect that probably at least for the next 10 days, 7 to 10 days specifically, and then we're going to start to feel the effects of that new moon in Aquarius by then. Whew, golly, it's going by quick already. Cancer, immerse, and Pisces, sensitize. There's the Cancer full moon. There's Pisces, which just moved into the North Node, Scorpio. Spirit, what's going on for Scorps this week? And then there's the South Node. All those big astrological elements playing a part. You know, Scorpio, this week you could kind of be, you know, I always hate to go look back at the past, right? Like, I'm sick of it as much as the next person. But Scorpio, it does feel to me like these big events are making you take a look at the past, and I'm going to say feel better throughout the week about yourself. Spirit's saying some loneliness could kind of pop in from time to time, and that's okay. Like, this is you learning to be comfortable with yourself, looking at that past. South Node just left Libra, right? Home, family, different things like that, depending on where it fell, if I could talk, in your chart for you. Pisces is asking us to become more imaginative, more playful, more creative, with the way that we do things. So the past is the past. It is done. It is over with. We've learned what we've needed to learn. Now, how do we learn to love and play differently? How do we enjoy the creative processes? How do we laugh? How do we feel good? You think about the Knight of Cups, which I associate with Pisces. He's a dreamer. He's a dreamer. So Scorpio, this week you could be putting a lot of effort into your dreams. Dream states could be very significant for you. And I feel like this is kind of like, I don't really know anything about the new moon other than the fact that it's going to be in Aquarius. But I will say to you that it could be a very potent new moon. So I would, be working on your manifestations, which came out, I think that was in, was it yesterday's read or the day before? I can't remember now. There's been so many. So, just pay attention to that. So what does Scorpio need to know this week, Spirit? What's going on with Scorpio? January 14th, we'll say to the 21st, right? That takes us right into Aquarius season. So it's preset. All right, Spirit, preset. Nothing's coming out of this deck this morning, Scorpio. What's going on here? I'm just going to keep shuffling until they give me something, because I don't pick the cards. They pick us. For Scorpio. There we go. 10th house authority. Scorps, you could be dealing with some challenging situations. And I don't feel like they're bad though. This to me feels like Spirit's saying keeping your wits about you. So, you're going to have to pick your battles with this 10th house, right? It's and as you explore those options, like, is it worth the effort that I'm going to put into this? Does it make sense to do this? Is it going to make more obstacles or challenges, or am I going to be able to move fully and effectively in a positive direction? Now, Spirit is also saying that also doesn't mean like, I'm not encouraging conflict. Let me make that clear before I say this. But at the same time, like, you need to hold your position. You need to hold your ground on whatever it is, you know. So it's like, you know, you may not want to be causing conflict, but remember that other people are not always going to agree with you, and that in itself can cause some kind of conflicting idea or belief. Pluto, rebirth. There you go, Scorpio. There you be. Uranus, change. So, you know, as you're taking back the power of your own life, right? And we've talked about this. This has been a redundant message, but it's necessary to remind you of where you've been and where you're going. This Pluto rebirth is you transiting with this energy, you making the movements that come along with this and being completely okay. Now, I'm going to clarify these, but I do get this feeling too, Scorps, that again, opposition, tension. There's a card in this deck that's opposition, and I'm seeing that as I sit here, and I do feel like other people again are not going. It's like they can never understand you. They never could on the deepest level if they tried. And I think that that's been an ongoing theme in the past. Sagittarius, expand. You could be dealing with a Sagittarius. Doesn't have to be, but this is about your expansion, your progression, your journey, Scorpio. I love it. 9, 11. You have 2 9s, 12, 11, a 3, and a 2 when it breaks down here. Your expansion, it's kind of just... Scorpio. Whew. Spirit, I just heard kiss my ass goodbye. Like, if that's not Scorpio going, this is where I'm going, this is what I'm doing, and if you don't like it, too damn bad. So again, like, being very much in your authoritative sense of being and taking control of your life. I love it. I fucking love it. I love it. But this is like, I've done, like, this week, some of you could be finalizing or completing something that you feel like sets you free. This has been tried likely time and again. And I feel like this has to do with conversations, honestly, even though I have nothing here that shows timing necessarily. But this clock, and it's still, I don't know, I'm not set on that, the way that feels either. That to me is like, the time is up, right? Something has been done for a long time. In Scorpio, we've had these conversations in the past where it's, you hang in there till, you know, the idea of till death do you part, right? And for, you know, even if you're not married or it's a job or whatever it might be, like you hang in there. Your loyalty to things is unmatched when it comes to certain things. And I do. I feel like it's just the time is done. The time is now. It's just time to move on. It's time to go elsewhere, explore new territory, get in touch with yourself, open yourself up to these new experiences. And by God, Spirit, have fun doing it. Have fun with whatever this is. But when I look at this expansion energy, and I just keep hearing kiss my ass goodbye. Now, on the flip of that, some of you, a quarter of you, Spirit is saying, could have somebody else in that headspace. But I get this very unbothered, almost jovial sense, Scorpio, of, and you're telling me you're going to leave me high and dry? And go. Like, good, because whatever tension that I've been feeling, whatever that whole just confrontation and tension that comes with a particular situation, like, it's like rejection is God's protection. And Scorpio, like, I don't even feel like you're super bothered by the fact that something or somebody may be leaving your life, or, you know, threatening it out in some sort of way of like, you watch me go. Well, here, there you go, Scorpio. Hand them their one-way ticket. If you leave, you don't come back, right? So it's, you're not being affected by certain things the way that you once were. It's feeling good enough about yourself to go, no matter what the circumstances of any situation might be, I'm going to be okay. Like, I've made it this far. I've come this far on my own. You can't hurt me. And I said in the one video, I think that was Saturday, that, you know, I had two ex-partners in my life tell me, you'll have nothing without me. You know, and when I look back at it, I'm better now than I've ever been. You know? So it's like somebody's got some sense that without them in your life, or you've believed that without them in your life, you wouldn't have security, you wouldn't have stability, you wouldn't have a sense of self, a sense of purpose, a sense of whatever it might be for you. And you're like, no, it's good. And for some of you, this is a move, right? It's almost like a neighbor looking at you and go, I can't believe you're moving. Why would you do that? That doesn't even make any sense. The journey isn't about them. It's about you. So you following, you know, your North Star, your North Node, whatever that might be, and doing what's best for you versus the expectations of others. And Scorpio, like, I can't help with the reads as they have come out the past week or so. It's very much a fulfilling energy of it's just time, and you being more confident. And it's funny because I don't feel like you're exuding confidence necessarily when it comes to those situations. You're just kind of being in the moment as it is, addressing it as it comes, and in those quiet moments, realizing that you're okay. Maybe everything isn't working out perfectly, but you're okay. And that in itself is like, it's like Spirit is bringing in this divine blanket of protection or comfort around you that can only be felt through the ethers. Like, there's nothing that anybody could do or say for you here on this earth. It might be confirmation, you might get some validation, but you feel it. And it's not touchable. You can't touch it, you can't see it, you just feel it and you know it. That's the difference. So, very beautiful energy. I love this for you. So this week, Spirit, you're gonna have me do this a little differently. 5 of Cups. I'm gonna do this a little different than I usually do. This Pluto rebirth. We're gonna clarify these as well. Knight of Pentacles. New opportunities. Being responsible this week. Handling your finances. 6 of Pentacles. See, and Page of Swords. What I do like about this too, Scorps, is maybe by Friday, this energy is going to shift. And I say this because, 1, Spirit's drawing it to my attention. 2, they're all minor arcana. So you got the 5 of Cups, the Knight of Pentacles, 6 of Pentacles, Page of Swords. So by the week's end, something once again could be changing. I don't feel like it's for anything bad. This is like you changing your new norm. So this could be a change to your schedule, a change to your home environment, lots of things, lots and lots of things, right? This could be another spiritual attunement, Spirit is calling it. But it's like you're dealing with, I feel like emotions the beginning of the week, which makes sense as the full moon was yesterday. Focus on money, your plans, your actions, security, stability, again, resources. And then by the end of the week here, I'm going to say by Friday. I don't know why I'm being so specific, but by Friday, that idea, the 6 of Pentacles is breadcrumbing. Like I said, with that expansion card of Sagittarius, kiss my ass goodbye. Without me, you would have nothing. Like, I'm doing you favors. I've done you favors. Great. Thank you. Right? It doesn't mean that you're not appreciative of it, but it's also, doesn't mean I have an obligation to this for the rest of my life either. So there's a difference. And there is some, this Page of Swords, there's communication. I said I felt communication. There it is, the communication of it all coming in. Aquarius energy, I do. So what is that, the 20th? So we are 14th, so we have 6 days. 6 days until we move into Aquarius season. And that is Aquarius energy, Page of Swords. So by the 20th, you could be having conversations over the weekend, even during the week. I don't know. It could be something that gets started. And you're breaking a traditional value from what other people think is appropriate or what they think you should be doing. Tough shit. Tough shit, right? It is what it is. All right, let's clarify. I think we're going to go with the Light Seers deck here. Spirit says that or the original tarot. All right, so let's see here. 5 of Cups, 4 of Wands. You know, of the 10th house here, Scorpio, there's the Tower, 4 of Wands, 5 of Cups. I think you're coming out of any 5 of Cups, the idea of lacking energy. I think that you carried some hurts, some regrets, some pains around with you for a little while that could have affected home life. But this is like taking those tough moments and celebrating the success of what it looks like on the other side of it. So under this full moon, and as I say that, there's the Wheel of Fortune, Queen of Pentacles. You're not allowing it to hold you back. You're not allowing it to hold you down. You're traversing any obstacles with a higher faith, Spirit is saying. So I think you're in a wonderful and positive energy to move on and move forward from these things. The other thing Spirit is saying too is, I talked about that read yesterday, which was very, very just in your face. I felt it in every piece of my body, every fiber of my being. They're talking about how you're transmuting really quickly. And I remember saying that whenever the energy picked up, it was just going to move fast. Scorpio, I think that the energetic aspects of moving fast are now like the first thing that picks up speed. You have to pick up the speed. And I'm not telling you to rush through the healing process by any means, but you're feeling it happen. Like you could have an epiphany, you sit down for a couple of hours or something, or you do X, Y, and Z, and you go, oh, I survived. Oh, this is how I feel about this. It's not that bad. And then the next thing comes. And you, spirits, whatever the next thing is, stand your ground. Stand your ground. And you might get a little bit of pushback. Somebody else may want to just battle because they can. But it's like revolutionary, right? You think about the Revolutionary War. There was a war. There was a battle. Spirit, some bloodshed, right? Of course. But you can walk out of that and go, I stayed true to myself in that moment. I held my ground. I wasn't mean. I wasn't callous. I wasn't bringing more negativity to the sense. I was just holding my position. And, it's always going to be about how you do it. King of Wands in the reverse, 6 of Cups. Most of you are walking away from Spirit saying what could be like a high school childhood sweetheart, old relationships, old jobs, old whatever this is, or anything that was just very disgustingly charming in a sense. Look good. Talked a good game. Not interested. It's also a Spirit saying falling on broken promises too. So whatever promises maybe somebody has made to you in the past, or I'm going to say even in ignorance to your feelings, your emotions with this 5 of Cups, you're just, this could be kids, friends, family, this could be anything, right? Where it's like you haven't felt seen or heard by a particular situation. You're just traversing it as good as you can, and I think you're doing a fantastic job, honestly. This Knight of Pentacles, we have the 2 of Wands coming out, King of Pentacles. Scorpio, some of you are waiting on a King of Pentacles to show up in your life. It's like whatever level of life you've just graduated from, it's what comes next. Maturity, financial security, stability. It's like, Spirit, how long do I wait? You don't wait, right, Scorpio? You don't plant a seed, stand there and wait for it to grow. You go on about your business. So plant your manifestations, nurture them every day in some little way, and then forget about the rest and move on to the next thing that you should be doing. Because It is coming. And I feel like a lot of you too, Scorps, you're maturing from this Knight of Pentacles to this King of Pentacles, the High Priestess. Your spiritual awareness and the deeper parts of yourself and that knowledge are expanding. Two, you're growing, you're maturing, you're making more sense of things. Like maybe, 15 years ago, 5 years ago, who knows, 6 months ago, it doesn't even matter. You would have made a very different decision than something that I think that has recently come up for you, or could be coming up, Spirit is saying. And you might tango with the idea of doing something as you used to. But it's like Spirit is intervening on your behalf with this Hierophant and communicating with you going, did you do this before? How'd that work out for you? Probably not so good. Might have been in the moment, but it didn't last, right? You want whatever this is to be long lasting and secure. And then this expand in Sagittarius, or Six of Pentacles, Page of Wands. I said, feel better, do more, right? Get curious about life. The Page of Wands in this deck is probably the only Page of Wands that I actually like. Page of Wands, Ten of Cups, Five of Pentacles. Again, I've seen that Five of Cups and the Five of Pentacles pop up pretty consistently here lately in general. But this Page of Wands is being carefree, right? It is a carefree, live life sort of energy. She's twirling her baton, or her wand, I should say, and she's dancing, right? She's living her best life, and ultimately she's happy. Spirit, taste the rainbow. It's like a bag of Skittles. They're full of jokes this morning. Five of Pentacles underneath the Knight of Cups. Scorpio, I'm going to tell you, if this is a love thing, right? We know how I feel about those things. You've left somebody feeling high and dry. Not your problem. I'm going to sound insensitive here. You're realizing that as things are coming in, whether they're people, places, all of those options, right? If it doesn't feel right, you're turning your back to it. And Five of Pentacles is kind of like, oh God, I don't even feel it as like a sorrowful thing or a lack mentality. You're realizing what is lacking in other people. I feel with this Hierophant and Page of Swords, you're learning. You've learned a very valuable lesson on a spiritual level that, you see things now, right? You understand things at a different level. For me, this is, if anything, you're just like, oh God, another one of these, another one of this, another type of job like this, another person with this mentality, another person with the victim mode, another person with the woe is me, for the love of cheese and crackers, like, can this please stop? For this person, some of them, it's like they're oblivious to why you feel the way you do. Complete ignorance to it, right? Like, well, what's the problem here, Scorpio? Well, why not? Here I show up with flowers and charm and charisma, and I'm offering you a path forward. Won't you come be with me? No. Some of you could be dealing with exes when it comes to this stuff. But Scorpio, you are... Spirit's saying nothing short of a miracle. But I also feel like this is nothing short of you getting ready to get up and walk through some paradigm shift, some portal that takes you to where the green grass grows, where these rainbows and butterflies really do exist, where you can hang out on that rainbow of golden luck, Spirit is saying, where you can be carefree and open yourself up. You've been through the sorrow, you've been through the breadcrumbing, you've been through all of those things. I'm curious, we have a few minutes, as to who this person or situation is, Scorpio. Excuse me. The Four of Cups and Three of Pentacles fell out immediately. So you could call this third-party situation. You have your cake and eat it too. Put it that way. Six of Swords. Like, you're done with whatever these triangulational energies are. Scorpio, this could be a job. This could be, again, it could be anything. You put it where it fits. But anything that's kept you wrapped up in somebody else's shit that they're not satisfied or fulfilled with this Four of Cups. They're never satisfied. It's never enough. You're tired. As I say that, there's the Three of Swords. Give me 1 second. Okay, I had a dry tickle in my throat, and I don't want to keep hacking on the camera, so my apologies. This is somebody who just doesn't get it. And I said, like, oblivious to, ignorant of that Four of Cups. He's completely oblivious to the fact that there is that cup. Like, they're looking at all of the things that have been shallow or wanting more. It's not been enough, so I'm going to keep, like, collecting things or people or whatever this is. And here we are. It just leads to further disappointment. And I think that's been the experience here, Scorps, for a lot of you, is some people are, again, okay with sitting in pain and just repeating this cycle because they get an emotional, or I'm not even saying it's not emotional high. It's like an adrenaline rush from it, really. And for you, you're like, don't you get tired of just doing the same old thing? It's like watching that one person go to the bar every Friday night. Like, Friday night, and they're there Saturday, Sunday, Monday, the whole week long, and it's like, don't you get tired of doing the same thing every single day? Don't you get tired of just life being humdrum? Don't you get tired of just not being fulfilled? Scorpio, whatever lack of fulfillment you yourself have had, you're realizing that that is not for you. Like, it's time, Spirit is saying, to chase your dreams. It's time to go off and live life finally. Living free-spirited while juggling responsibilities. There you go. Thank you, Spirit. So, you know, whoever this is, like, you're seeing this from the Five of Cups again, right? Yep, there it is. Get the Five of Cups. 2 decks here, 3 decks here, Scorps. And very few cards. I got, what, 4, 8, 12 cards. And you've got 5 of Cups twice. That's your energy, Scorpio. You're probably breaking hearts and feelings all over the place. There's the Knight of Wands again. And the Page of Wands, and then the Knight of Wands. Scorpio, I think you're holding back too. That's the interesting. Whatever this is, whoever this is, they may be very used to somebody coming back to them. Maybe you've gone back to them, right? You've been the one to come in and try to rectify wrongs and make it right, or leave it on a high note, or, you know, nurture it or make somebody feel better, right? People pleasing. And the thing that I love about these cards, and I've said it so many times, is it's like I see them in motion when I look at them sometimes. And to me, this Knight of Wands isn't running off. He's pumping the brakes. He's pulled that horse back and, whoa, let's stop here. Let's stop and think about this. What are we not seeing? Am I leaning back into a subconscious pattern that's still within me that I've not completely healed? And Scorpio, what comes behind that is the Queen of Swords. She is stopping herself to think about, if I go back into the, you know, jumping back in from the pan to the flame here, how long am I going to burn? How long does that next cycle take? How long do I continue to feel this lack that I have felt in these certain situations? Because right now, I just want to feel fucking good. I deserve to feel good, look good, smell good, be abundant, have all the good things. King of Swords, Scorpio, I think the Queen and the King, they're both you. It's what you're embodying. It's that last, like I said, it's like waiting for that push through that threshold. I'm not saying that the King is necessarily higher, but in the hierarchy, right, of it, or the hierarchy of it all, the King sits higher than the Queen, in a sense, right? He rules his kingdom. You're one step away from that queen to that king, one step away from knowing everything you've needed to know. And I'm going to be honest with you, this feels like it's a conversation. Then this portal opens up for you. I really do feel like it's a conversation. Spirit, hard knock truths. They're not meant for everybody. But right now, Scorpio, you're meant for those. You're meant to deliver those in a very loving way. To others, again, it may appear very cold and insensitive, but it's just facts. It's reality. It is the sword that cuts. It is the moment of truth. And you're ready. You're ready. Go chase your dreams, Scorpio. Start to envision this new life this week, because I don't think you've got anywhere at this point to go but up. It's fantastic. Again, these energies that you're in right now, and maybe over the next, I'm going to say 5 days. Pay attention to the next 5 days. So into Saturday, and I would say the next 15 days. 5, 5, 5. Oh, 20 days. The next, no, I take that back. I said Aquarius season 5, 4, 5, so 20, right? Aquarius season starts January 20th. There's your answer. Aquarius season is going to open you up to amazing opportunities, Scorpio. One card for what comes in, or the whole deck. They're going to throw literally the whole deck. The Ten of Swords came out sideways, the Death card. Scorpio, you putting ends to it all, and there's the Empress. Those are the 3 cards that just stuck out. The Death card, the Ten of Swords, the Empress. There you are. Aquarius season is yours. Not without trials, not without bumps, but it's yours. Scorpio, have a fantastic week. I love you all. Like, share, subscribe, comment. Personal reads are open and available. That information is found in the description box below, as well as the About section of the page. I look forward to connecting with those of you who have booked personal reads this week. It's always a pleasure to speak with all of you. Take care of yourselves, and I will see you again soon. Bye.